I've been on the phone all day, so it's been kind of crazy. All right, and we're live. So, hey everyone, April Marie here from beautiful sunny Florida. It's the start of our team coaching session at 9:15, and I'm really excited. Of course, I'm always really excited. I'm excited about life. All day I've been on the phone, so I would like to see more of you come on with me tonight. If you're watching right now and you're on our team, hit the link that you can come on as a panelist. You can turn off the video. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You can just talk. But I'd like to have a little bit more interaction, maybe just even some questions, because this is more of a group coaching session tonight. So we won't take too long, because I have another webinar that I need to get on to right after this. But I would like to just, touch base with everybody, make sure everybody's on track, and maybe we could talk about like daily method of operation, or I don't know. What do you think, Malia?
Yeah, I think that's actually really good. That's what I asked for in the wake-up call this morning. I think that's good. I also need help with this whole concept of exposures that you guys are talking about in the 100-day challenge. Like, how do you expose your business without coming off as spammy or salesy? Like, how do you genuinely, talk about your business, but in the whole attraction marketing?
Oh, you're talking about on that list?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the point tracker. I started to fill it out. I'm so bad, Malia. I've been so on a roll with Instagram.
You've been doing really good, though.
Yeah. I'm getting over 20 leads a day on Instagram now, and I've turned on my phone number. So I probably would be able to get more, but I've been calling my leads every day. So I would say calling your leads and just talking to your leads and then suggesting, like, I just got off like 2 conversations with people, and I just had somebody text me too that they're ready to join Sizzle, which is my primary business, and so is Malia's too. And of course they were like so open. Because they want to join MLSP, but of course they're right away they're like, we're open, I'm open. I'm in this company, but it's not going well, and I'm completely open to whatever it is that you're doing. And then, of course, I tell them all the exciting things about why I chose Sizzle and all of this stuff. Like I just kind of rattle off. To give you an example, I just say, I said one of the reasons why, I say, here's the thing. I said, Sizzle International pays out 4 times more than most network marketing companies. It has its own manufacturing facility, a 440,000 square foot manufacturing facility, and it's backed by a billionaire. And then I just kind of go off of some of the reasons that I'm really excited about it, like the weight loss coffee. I'm really excited. We just launched weight loss coffee. There's a lot of really great things. We're going to be unleashing daily pay. So we're going to be, and that to me, everybody's like, whoa, really? Because every day we're going to be paying commissions and fast starts. So I just kind of rattle off a few things that really get me going and excited, and I just tell them about it, and then I say, and then of course they're like, yeah, send me more information. I don't even have to say, do you mind if I send you more information? Okay. And then at the end of this call, I was like, okay. I said, are you free around, like, I asked him what time zone he was in. He was in Oklahoma, and I said, are you free around 9 o'clock? And he's like, yeah, and he's like, I'm supposed to do something, but maybe I might be free. Just shoot me the link or whatever. So then I just said, well, we're having a webinar. Would you like to come? And that's what I did. And that's that. And that's
okay.
So I think that, there's other ways to do it, but because we are attraction marketers and things like that, I think it's probably always best that you generate leads through My Lead System Pro and then call your leads and get on the phone with them. If you're not generating enough leads, then you need to work on increasing your lead flow. You could go on Facebook and contact people and stuff like that and strike up conversations. That's a start of a relationship. And then obviously the more relationships you kind of got on the burner, the more you have and the more exposures you'll be able to expose to your primary too, So it just kind of built on itself. I wouldn't say right away or just all of a sudden you're going to be like, hey, let me expose you to this,
Yeah, and that's kind of why it's really difficult, because if you haven't started building those relationships, you don't want to just throw people a link, or I don't know. I just really want things to be sincere. I hate it Like when I got to L2, immediately someone sent me a private message saying congratulations on L2. Hey, by the way, I'm in this company with these top earners. You should come.
Yeah, I got
Check
that
it
too.
out.
I wonder if it was the same person.
It probably was, but that I can't stand that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said the vultures are out. The vultures are
No,
out.
I know. I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said that.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's, there's always, I'm a Christian, and I'm not trying to push anybody's religion or anything like that, but I believe that the devil puts distractions in your way to keep you from really reaching your goal. And seriously, if there's a book, it's by Napoleon Hill. It's called Outwitting the Devil, and he talks a lot about this, like the things that the devil kind of puts into play, like the enticement and stuff like that. That the hype that's out on the internet, all the hypey companies and stuff. Those are really just distractions. The devil wants you to join them. The loves it, and it's such a good book. I'm telling you, if you haven't read it yet, you should definitely read it, because even if you're not a Christian or you don't believe in that stuff or whatever, I mean, he's literally interviewing the devil, and you find out a lot about our school system, the churches even. I mean, he literally predicts it, and to think this book was written in the early 1900s, I believe, and it was kept a secret because they didn't feel like the world was ready for it. Like, interviewing the devil, really? Like, I don't even, it's like the world's kind of ready for it now, but he predicted a lot of the stuff that's happening in our economy right now. It's crazy.
So what is it called?
Outwitting the Devil.
Okay.
Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich.
It's not going to have me like stockpiling in my house, right?
No. I think that you need to take what you
I'm a survivalist.
He's interviewing the devil, but what he's doing is he's interviewing the devil about what's the secret to success. Like, it's kind of interesting. So I would recommend that book. Jeff got that book, and I actually never even read Think and Grow Rich or anything. I've listened to the audio a couple of times, but I've never really gone all the way through the book. But I've actually read that book, and that book is kind of like Think and Grow Rich in a way. It's got a lot from Think and Grow Rich in it, but then it's got this whole like deeper level of understanding about success that is just such a deep level that I think that it really made me understand a lot of the reasons why I was struggling in life. You know what I mean? Like the spider web. He talks about the spider web, like a spider web that it's just you can't get away from, and some people it's just so hard for them. Like when I quit smoking, it was actually right after I read that book, because he said that is one of the things that most people they can't get away from, and it's a spider web. And then, of course, it's you're gonna feel a little bit more attacked once you do. And I did. I felt like I was gaining weight. I should maybe just quit smoking, or I should go back to smoking because I was getting fat. My face was breaking out, and I'm like, what the heck, And I almost went back to smoking because of all of these beliefs, right, that I had. And so he talks a lot about stuff like that, and it's just such on a deeper level. So I would recommend it. So what were we talking about? I can't remember now.
Well, we were talking about exposures, but you also mentioned a daily mode of operation. And by the way, anyone else can talk. Yeah. I don't have to be the talker.
Where's Mary?
April and I can talk forever.
Elliot's not here. I think Elliot's had it because he's in a training seminar or something.
Mary is at a lake somewhere. Or by her house or whatever. She's took the day off.
I think she's got a cottage or something, right?
I think so. Whatever it is, the pictures she takes are so cool on her boat, on the boat, and on the docks and stuff like that. I don't know.
Nice. So she's going to be Instagramming. I see her on Instagram now. She's doing awesome.
I know. So on Instagram, I've added almost 100 people today.
Wow. That's good. That's what I'm averaging about 1 to 150 a day.
Yeah. So I started using the Instagress.
Yes.
And I didn't change any of the settings, because I didn't pay attention to the training during that part. And I started getting all this crazy stuff. So I went back to the training and then figured out how to like really target the people I want to target. And
Yeah.
so now I'm seeing like these are the people that I need to be around. So I
Yeah,
see.
I still sometimes get some weird stuff. I actually, some of these people, like, they're in a company, but they're posting nudity stuff, like girls and stuff on their profile, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'll all of a sudden be like, like, you're looking at my phone, what's this? Sometimes I'm afraid to show my Instagram on screen because I'm not sure. I mean, I unfriend them right away, you know what I mean, but.
Yeah, but sometimes when you unfriend them right away, their stuff doesn't go away right away, huh?
I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. I know that I got a lot of rap people on here, though, that I've been unfriending gradually.
I get some tennis shoes. I don't know what that's all about.
Although I did sign up somebody in It Works from Instagram.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Jeff Simmons, he joined. So, and
He was a guy?
Yeah, and he's looking at Sizzle right now too.
Very good.
So I sent him a sample. Yep. So that's how it works, guys. Seriously. Yep. You just get them in through MLSP, and then, you know, I mean, there people join leadership. That's just what it is. It really is. You can show leadership, people will join leadership. And that's most of the time what people are lacking. They're lacking both leads and leadership. So, you know, sometimes it's just leads, but usually if they're lacking leads, it's because they're lacking leadership, and usually they wise up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's true, like if your upline's not teaching you this stuff. So you were saying daily method of operation. Is that what they talked about on the call this morning?
No, they talked about pay-per-click.
Who? Dean?
Yeah, so I guess it was Kate's day, but Kate didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
So Dean opened it up and said, you know, what do you guys want to hear about? And my suggestion was daily mode of operation, but 3 other people said pay-per-click, so they won.
Does Dean know anything?
Pay-per-click is like a weird thing to talk about on a morning wake-up call, you know?
Yeah. Well, anytime you want to do a quick wake-up call, let me know. I'll put you on there. I'll just schedule myself in. You can do it. I have actually the next few weeks I'm doing it at least once a week, so I'll be doing the wake-up call a lot more. I've kind of decided, you know, here's the thing, it's like I'm not a big wake-up call person. I mean, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not somebody who really likes to go. It's like I have a hard time finding the medium. Like, okay, can I talk about it you're supposed to talk for 15 minutes. That's it.
Right.
So I kind of am like, okay, what do I talk about for 15 minutes? It's like I can think of a lot of things I could talk about for 5 minutes, or I could think of a lot of things that I could talk about for an hour. I can't really think of anything to talk about for 15 minutes. So, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm like, okay, so I don't like doing it. So probably the reason why I don't like doing it is because I'm not feeling adequate about it, right? And I'm not, because I feel like I have a hard time picking a topic. So I'm like, so I need to schedule in more wake-up calls until I feel good about doing it. So, you know, getting over my fear is actually just doing it. It's not even like a fear. I just feel like uncomfortable about it. You know what I mean? A little bit. So I found myself avoiding doing the wake-up calls. So I'm like, you know what, April? You need to do more wake-up calls. So I need to do more presenting, and I need to do more wake-up calls. And that's actually stuff I like to do. Like blog posts and videos, all of that stuff. When you're doing like webinars and you're doing hangouts and wake-up calls and all that stuff, that's actually counted as content. So I actually like to do it live because it forces me to do it, number one, because otherwise I might not do it. But it also is, you know, content, and I can reuse that content too. So after I'm done with the call, I can actually put it up on my blog, and there's my piece of content for the day. So I'm like, why not? It forces me to do content, and it forces me to get over my feelings of inadequacy and makes me have to think about what to talk about and all of these other things. So I decided to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you are good at it.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I get off the call and I'm like, I don't even remember what I just said. I have to go re-listen to the call. That's the thing, is most people don't remember what you said. Like 5 minutes later, they're like, what did she say?
Yeah, but I don't know. I like listening to them every day. It's part of my thing I do. So
That's good. That's good. That's a good routine to have, though. Are you? It sounds like you're listening to the Compound Effect because you commented that's the Compound Effect. Did you listen to it?
no, I have that on my iPad, but that was the compound effect that you were talking about.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, are you listening to it?
No. No, I listen to different things every day. This morning I listened to leadership, something from Will Smith, and yeah, so I do my personal development while I put my makeup on. Then I do the wake up call, and then I do my video for the day and my blog post. So
That's
I
good.
have my little routine set.
Yeah, that's what they talk a lot about in the Compound Effect, and I'm actually probably, well, I fell asleep the last time I was listening to it 2 nights ago. So I have a feeling that my brain absorbed a lot of it because actually I wasn't thinking of the Compound Effect when I wrote that post. But then when you said it, I was like, I bet I listened to that while I was sleeping or something and absorbed it.
Yeah. I listened to Think and Grow Rich this morning, and then I bought the book on Amazon because it's too hard to listen to. You have to like write stuff down.
Yeah, you kind of have to have a worksheet. I have it on audio. I have it on Audible. So, but I was thinking about doing also a hangout like type style, like where we did like a mastermind, because that's what he talks about, having a mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought that would be fun just to go through a chapter, but then I don't know how many chapters are in there. You're gonna have to have a lot of chapters.
I'll let you know when I get the book. I think that's a good idea. If you're not, well, I got it because if you weren't going to do that, then I was just going to do like a daily video on what I read in it, in my perspective of it, until I get through the book.
That's a good idea. We could all do that. We should all do that and then get the book. Well, you don't really have to have the book. I have the ebook, guys, in case you don't know.
Yeah, I have the ebook too. Well,
Yeah.
I have it right here on my computer. You sent it to me.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to buy the book. Even I have the ebook if anybody wants it. But we could do that. I would be up for that. Just have Thursday nights doing that, or I was even thinking Tuesday, but then it's so difficult with my schedule. It's so hard because I've got my primary team company doing stuff, and then I've got MLSP stuff, and then I do MMT stuff for MLSP. So I don't really have much of a day, and I don't like to cut into my weekends, and I know nobody else really does either. So I don't like Sundays. I don't like it at all. And Emmanuel, we're going to relaunch the co-op too, just so you guys know. I know Chin was asking. Was it? Yeah, Chin, you were asking, right? I think Ting was asking too. And Brett. Brett, you asked me too. You wanted to do it, right? Did you get the refund? I don't know. Can you hear me?
Everyone's frozen for me.
Huh?
I didn't do it this month.
You're not doing it this month?
Not for June, I didn't do it. May I did, but June I didn't.
Okay, okay. Okay, so we're relaunching it for July. I've had a lot of people that it's like, okay, we're not going to do it this month. And then I was actually thinking we'd just shut it down. I'm kind of like this. This is how I feel about it. I feel like it's a service. I don't feel like, because I don't make money, either does Emmanuel. We don't make money off of it. So sometimes it just becomes like a hassle. Like, okay, I have to do a webinar. I got to, try to get people to do it. And I'm like, this is kind of just a hassle. And it's like not, I mean, I want to see everybody get leads. I like getting leads through it, I like being on a leaders board for it, but it just wasn't enough participation. So we decided to reevaluate where we were at with it. But because I keep getting people saying they want it, we decided to relaunch it for July. So we didn't have it this month. We're going to relaunch it for July, but I'm going to have Emmanuel on next Thursday, and we're going to push it hard, and I would appreciate it, even if you're not going to do it, to you two push it hard to your teams, so we can really make it as big as we can, because the more money we have to spend, the more profitable and better the leads are going to be and everything. Because if we don't have a lot of money to spend, then we're actually like kind of getting cheaper traffic sources rather than some of the higher converting and stuff like that if we had more money. And then I'm not sure I'm going to do this, but I was thinking about reevaluating the price point of it, because I think if we had $200 a share, then we wouldn't have to have as many people, but we'd have a very nice co-op. Like, we would have a lot more conversions and leads and things like that because we'd have more money to spend. So instead of us, going after only solo ad traffic, we'd be able to throw in some pay-per-click and things like that and really kind of mix it up. So that, and banner, media buys and stuff like that, the stuff that really converts, right? And mix it up that way too.
That would be great because I think for myself, I didn't get any conversions in May, and it was also obviously my first time doing it. It seemed like the quality of leads weren't as good as some of the other options you mentioned, like pay-per-click or the media buys. And obviously, like you said, the more the merrier. This way there's more of a co-op to actually work with.
Yeah, we did not have a good turnout in May. And I almost canceled the whole thing because I was like, this isn't, you know what I mean? This isn't going to get us enough. So it wasn't... we got a good amount of leads, right? You got a good amount of
subscribers. Oh, yeah, I got a ton of leads.
Converting.
Right, for myself, it was good because I was able to...
I don't expect them to convert for the most part because of the traffic that we use, mostly solo ads. That's all we were doing because that's all that the co-op could really afford. But also, if you're not mailing your list every day or like 3 times a week or emailing them the webinars and things like that, then you're really not monetizing, which is why you're probably not really converting or getting anything from it too. So the idea is to send them other offers too.
Right, that's the one thing I did like. It gave me an opportunity to learn about the list. And yeah, indeed, I certainly did follow up with the list. But it was good almost just to kind of get my feet wet with working with that many people.
Good. Yeah. That's what you want. So I think it's good for the most part as far as that goes. But we definitely need to revamp it, and we need to relaunch it. We need to push it hard, and we need to get a lot more participation to really make it really good. And so far, I've had quite a few people tell me they're going to do it. So good.
Now, on average, how many leads do you get per day just in your general mode of operation, just from start to finish, just with everything you do?
I mean, there's days where I might get like 30 to 50.
Wow.
Around there. But then there's sometimes it's like on a Sunday I'll be like, where's all my leads? So I don't know where they're at. They must be fishing, I mean, I'll still get leads, but I'm saying I don't like none of them.
Don't let her intimidate you. I get like 3.
Yeah, you don't need that many.
So don't feel like you need 30 leads to do anything. I get like 3 to 5 leads on a good day.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of leads, especially if you call your leads. You don't need a lot of leads.
You're really good at following up, Brett. So, you're really good at building relationships. So don't feel like you need to get that many.
Okay.
You really don't.
Yeah, you don't need. I would say 10 leads a day
is good.
You're on your way to a 6-figure business. If you have if they're quality leads, like you're generating them through YouTube or, you know what I mean? YouTube's the best. Like my phone rings a lot because people are calling me from YouTube. Yeah, a lot. Actually, I just had a lead come in now from Instagram, it looks like. So, and then also too, like I wouldn't call them leads. So part of that is my subscribers, because I've got people coming in like my newsletter and stuff like that for my blog. So they're not all MLSP stuff. You know what I mean? Sure. A good portion of that is actually, let's see that. Okay, a good portion of that is actually through my blog, newsletter, stuff like that.
That's the one thing that the 100-day challenge is showing me. It's like I'm not in a rush. I mean, I'm taking the 14-week program seriously, and it seems like just the overall layout, it truly is building you up to that stage. And I'd like to think that in week 12 or 13, yes, I'll be doing a lot better than I'm doing now, and I'll be able to handle my traffic and potential leads and generate everything. So yeah, just picking you guys' brain on something like this it's part of the challenge.
Yeah. Well, are you creating content too?
A little bit here and there. We're working on a blog for me, so yeah, I'd probably say sometime next week I'll be able to blog pretty regularly, and this, yeah, because I do like video, YouTube, and it seems like that really is a big part of today's mass and lead generation.
Yeah.
So, I do need to push myself personally to do more, though. That's the one thing, because I definitely should be exposing my business more, both my Lead System Pro and Wake Up Now. That's my primary. So yeah, I myself need to do more personal development, but I kind of like the pace that I'm on, and little by little I'll get there.
Well, that's the thing. You just need to get into a flow. You know what I mean? You have a flow and you have a routine, like Leah was talking about, and you got this flow going, then of course you're going to see more results because now you've got a flow, like something you're just going to follow and you know what you're doing from day to day instead of kind of blowing around out there in the wind. And sometimes I have days where I blow around out there. I don't get as much done or what I wanted to get done. You know, a lot of times it's like I get wrapped up on the phone. I mean, all I got to do today was talk on the phone, post on Instagram, which by the way is like a content too. I post a lot of content on Instagram.
You do, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so throughout the day I'm posting content. It's so funny because I was in the drive-thru picking up my daughter's prescription, and I'm posting my Insta quote on, you know, I'm waiting for the prescription in the drive-thru in the Walgreens, and I'm posting, and that's my strategy, right? So I'm posting on Instagram. So, you know, it's just different for everybody, I think, as far as that goes. It's kind of like, what are you going to rely heavily on? My kids are out for summer, so my days are, you know, I got kids in my hair, I've got phone calls, I've got, you know, Instagram going out, I've got to do I always try to make sure at least if I'm going to do something, I'm going to mail my list. I didn't really have anything to mail them today, so I was like, okay, what do I mail them? I'll just prep them for tomorrow when I create content and I send them, you know, I'm going to talk about how to make money from your mobile phone. You know, so that's all I did, you know, and it wasn't probably as much as I'd like. I didn't get my content up. Well, I did on Instagram. I guess I consider the content, now that I'm really looking at Instagram, I'm considering a lot of the pictures that I'm putting out content. I mean, they really
you
are.
also got your email done. That's content.
Yeah, that's content too. So I consider those things content. But I still want to get a video or something. If I could just get a video up on YouTube, I'm cool. Like, I'm good. Or if I'm on the wake-up call, or if I'm doing, like, a hangout, then that's considered to me, like,
Content.
really good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. You know, as long as I'm delivering, here's the thing, here's what content is. It's just delivering value. Are you delivering value? How many times are you delivering value a day? You know, are you helping other people, basically? So you're giving away some value.
Okay. Oh.
Yep.
You ladies are enlightening me.
Cool. Yeah, so DMO, let's talk about that a little bit because we're actually already been on for a half an hour, if you believe it or not. Daily method of operation. I mean, Malia just kind of shared hers. She's starting up some rituals there. She's got, you know, her morning routine, and she's got, you know, her, what do? You listen to some mindset stuff. You get on the wake-up call. You create your video content.
Yeah, and it kind of goes from there. So I create my video content. From there, I create my blog posts, and then my email that I'm going to send out. But I just started sending out emails regularly.
I know, I noticed that. On your list.
But that's good.
No, that is good. That's one thing that you kind of struggled with for a little while, so it's really good. A lot of people do, I think, because we just kind of got to think, okay, what are we going to send our list? If you're ever, like, not sure what to send your list, go in the back office and grab some swipe copy and send them a product. That's what I would do. I would just say, okay, what can I send them today back here? And just read it out to them.
Well, definitely a free training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could send them a campaign, a previous recorded webinar, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, it's always a good idea to do that. And then, of course, promoting the webinars. Those are easy, you know, because if there's going to be a Tuesday hangout, why not promote that? Why not promote the Wednesday? The more exposure you can get to MLSP, the more likely they're going to join or want to reach out to you or learn more or something. So those are some good places that you can kind of start as far as that goes. Let's see, what is my daily method of operation? What is it? I try to be like Malia every day, but it doesn't always happen. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth like everybody else, and I drink my coffee. I check my email, and I see what's going on there. I also will get on my workout clothes and go for a walk. Sometimes it's later than I'd like, but usually it's when I'm being called to the phone and I feel like I got to get on the phone or somebody's calling me. I'll go fit in some of my physical fitness and stuff like that and go on a walk. I get on the morning wake-up call for my company every day pretty much, and I mean I just go about it that way. Sometimes that's like the phone's ringing and I can't do everything I want, but ideally where I'd like to see my day is how Malia's doing it, you know, waking up in the morning, listening to Mindset, which lately I've been doing a lot of Mindset before I go to bed, and then, you know, creating your piece of content, sending an email out to your list. I always send an email out to my list. Usually right after around noon, 1 o'clock, I'll send out an email. And then if I don't get to it, then it's around dinner. For some reason it's not there. So I think having a daily method of operation is really important to have. But I think even more importantly, it's good to track, you know, what you're doing day to day, so that way you can really see on paper what you need to improve on. I mean, I don't know if I shared this with you guys. I don't remember who I shared it with. I don't remember when I did, but I know I shared it somewhere. Because I've been, you know, listening to the audio for Compound Effect, he talks about tracking being even more important than, you know, having a daily method of operation. Of course, you have your routines. You got the routine. You got it set. But then tracking what you're doing every day so that you can really see where you need to improve, but also being very conscious and aware of your actions. You know what I mean? So writing down the things that you're doing every day in your business, I think is really important. And I think that if you wrote down everything that you were doing in your business, you might be kind of surprised at where your time is going, like what you're spending more time on than you should be. You know, are you spending too much time checking email? Are you spending too much time you know, listening to YouTube videos or whatever, you know, you'll find out where you're wasting time, and then when you find out where you're wasting time, then you can better manage your time, you know. So once you're able to better manage your time, then of course then things start to really flow in your business. But I think that as far as getting stuff done in your business, you just have some non-negotiables. Like, you know that even if you, like today, I didn't have anything, my email out to my list, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to make sure I get that email out. And the whole time my sister's texting me and telling me 911, 911. I just found out some bad news about my grandma, and I'm like, I have to finish my email. So I finished my email and I sent it out, you know, because it was a non-negotiable. I knew I needed to do that and then get on with you guys, you know. So Chin, what's going on?
I'm doing well. How's everybody here?
Doing good.
Good. The one thing that I've been consistent this time around is Instagram, since my blog is AWOL for now, but missing in action. But I'll be getting a nice blog thanks to Malia's help. Yay! So I'm enjoying Instagram because it's mobile. What's that?
I said Malia's great.
Great. I know she's great.
Thanks, guys.
But I did make a video today and sent out to my email, which is way more productive than I've been in a long time. But I'm inspired by what's been happening with everybody, so it's helped a lot.
That's good. Yeah, and you got a rock and rolling team too, so that's cool. Yeah, our team's really supportive. If you are watching right now, and you're not on our team.
Yeah.
So that's good to hear, and you're getting some content out. And that's the thing, is you just gotta get into a flow. You know, sometimes it's just getting into that flow. And I actually like it when I'm super busy. Like if I'm on the phone a lot, it feels good. Like I just feel better. Like if I'm not doing what I need to do, if I'm not on the phone or if I'm not interacting with people about my business, then I feel like I'm not being productive and I'm not moving in a direction. I might even sign people up, but if I haven't really talked to anybody about my business, then I'm not really, you know what I mean, I don't feel productive. So there's just some certain things that, like, when I here's what I noticed about myself. Like here's what I was doing. I've got some pretty big goals right now, and I'm really working hard right now. I mean, I'm in flow right now. This is where I'm headed. I'm just boom, 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 boom. So I'm really getting on the phone. So for a while there, I turned off my phone numbers, and I was just kind of letting the leads come in and people call me and, join my business, which is fine. But I decided to step it up a little bit more. I said, you know what, April? I said, you need to get on the phone. You need to be on the phone with people all the time. I mean, that is really like where your best time is spent on the phone, exposing people to your your income streams. Okay, that is where you're best going to spend your time, because those are money-making activities. I mean, creating content is what leads to those money-making activities. But at the end of the day, to really get that money-making activity, you have to be on the phone talking to people or exposing them in some way through chat or whatever. So I turned on my phone numbers, and I've been, because I do generate quite a few leads. Actually, today what I did, because I had football practice and all kinds of stuff going on, I printed out an Excel file of all my leads that had phone numbers in MLSP. And while I was waiting for my son to finish up with his football, I was just pounding the phones. I mean, I literally was sitting in my car. It's raining outside, and I'm just pounding the phone, calling leads over and over again. Bam, 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 bam. So, you just kind of get in that flow, but you have to focus on the money-making activities. So we could create content. That's fine. But at the end of the day, the real money producers are actually getting on the phone and getting people into your business and exposing them and inviting them to find out more or whatever. So I think it's really important that if you're not doing that, and we need to create that for you so that you're calling. So I decided to turn it on. I know that's what's going to really get me faster to where I want to be. And I turned on the phones, and I'm just going crazy with it. And I'm not like the ultimate prospector voodoo woman or anything. I mean, I just have a conversation with people. When I call somebody up, I learn more about them. I find out what they really want, and I talk to them. I guide them and assist them. That's all I do. And so my conversations are very genuine, I think. And I might talk about the weather and how awesome it is to work from home and whatever else. But basically, that's where the conversation starts. It just starts with just starting a conversation, and then I find out what I need to do to help them get going, and whatever it is that they need. So that's basically it. As far as that goes, anyways. So if you're not picking up the phone, you need to figure out ways or how to get more marketing out there so that you are. You should be on the phone at least, like, if you're getting 5 leads a day, talking to 5 people a day, it's okay if you're part-time. But if you're full-time, you need to be talking to 10 leads a day. 10 leads a day. So if you're talking to 10 people per day on the phone, you're going to build a 6-figure, rock-solid business really fast.
So how do you recommend that we ramp up to be able to generate those leads?
More content. I think Malia, I think, although I love your mindset videos, I mean, maybe doing some more stuff that you rank on the search engines. So you could do more content creation like that. You could do Instagram. You could start pushing some leads over there and just get lots of leads. There's lots of ways to get leads. I mean, really, you could post. Every time I post on Instagram, I get a lead. Every time. I just had another lead just now come in. And I haven't posted in a while, actually. So I think that, you just got to focus on how you're going to get more leads and how you're going to get more people to talk to, about it. If you're not, then I would definitely make it part of your schedule that you are reaching out to people through Facebook or however, and just kind of building relationships personally even with people if you're not generating enough leads yet. You know what I mean? So if you're getting 3 to 5 leads a day, then, you need to say, okay, well, then I need to start building relationships with some more people on Facebook, and there's lots of training on how to do that in MLSP. And just reach out to, a few people a day so that way I'm, able to expose more people to my income streams.
Okay.
Makes sense? So until you have that. So when you reach out to somebody, you just reach out, just to learn about them, and find out how it's going in their business and all that stuff, right? And then you just talk to them and get to know them a little bit better, and eventually the topic comes up of, how they're doing in their business or whatever, and you can, obviously, if they're doing poorly, you can provide a solution, which is MLSP, and, tell them that you've got a free Facebook training if they'd like to check it out and send it to them or whatever.
Okay.
Hey, Ting, how are you doing? I think she had to step away. Well, we've got a few viewers watching, so I think people are peeping us out right now. Hey, guys that are watching.
I'm here. Except that I'm at work, so I'm going in and out.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ting. How are you? I'm glad you came on.
Yeah, I can only do it, half-heartedly. It's actually 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm in my office.
Oh, okay. No
in
worries.
and out a lot.
You guys, Ting is in Hong Kong. So she's
Wow.
far away.
Yes. Very different hours.
What's that?
Very different hours.
Yeah.
You're getting ready for bed, and I'm just starting out.
Yeah, it is getting ready for bed. Well, I'm glad you came on. If you have any thing that you want to add, just let me know. If you have any questions.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I just think I've got into the hang of just doing my content, and I'm getting more comfortable with making videos and putting them on YouTube. But the exposure of it is really, not going anywhere right now. So maybe I need to, I don't know, mail my list, as you say. I mean, I can always pick up a swipe from MLSP and mail out every day.
Yeah, you should mail your lists, I would say at least 3 times a week, at the least, the minimum. Also, if you're not really, talking to people, I would try to get out there and just build relationships with people. I think the last training they did for the Biz Builder Challenge was how to do that. Raquel did that. I wasn't on. I was doing the Tuesday night hangout, so I couldn't get on for MLSP. But I heard that it was really good. Margaret said she was getting interest right away, just going through the motions that they taught. So that was from what I understand, a really good training.
Okay, let me rewatch that.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's back there yet, to be honest with you. I've been so focused. I want to go L5 before Live the Dream, and I need about, right now, I think 28 points, and I'll be L5, which isn't that much with the new changes. So I've got some pretty big goals, but I need to get that in the bag. So I've been running fast. You should see me. I really am running on the phone. I'm walking too at the same time sometimes. So
That's good.
I'm all red. I'm kind of sunburned. I've been out in the sun a lot. So yeah. So Malia, do you want to add anything or?
No.
Don't want to
I
add?
want to be L3 by Live the Dream. Can I add that?
You'll do that. You're probably pretty close. You're probably at least halfway there, right?
Yeah, but my thing is stuck at 15.
What does that mean?
L2 15, like yours says L4 193.
Mine says 197 now.
Oh, well, the other day it said 193. And I can't, I'm willing it to go to 16 so the floodgates can open, but it's been stuck there for so long. I just want to get another point.
Sometimes that happens, and it usually means, usually there's a calm before the storm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Or is it calm after the storm?
No, before. I haven't.
So usually there's it's just a standstill. You just feel you know what I mean? But that's when it's okay, now we got to push. You got to start running, Okay, and then all of a sudden it's like a volcano and it goes poof.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like it's on. And it's on like Donkey Kong and you're like, yay, you know, and you're just but you gotta push through that. Sometimes people will stop too, and I've done this before in the past where I'll stop because I'm like, yay, it's all like avalanching and going great, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I see myself, I slow down. And so this time I'm like, okay, it's an avalanche, it's a volcano, faster. You know what I mean? Faster, push harder, you know. So you don't lose, because what will happen is if you slow down or if you start to stop, you know, you start to put the brake on, then things start to go backwards.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like in the stage of having to rebuild momentum, and which is fine because I've done it before, so I don't have the belief issues. You know, I know it can be done, and I know how to do it, and I know wholeheartedly that I'm going to do it. So that's half the battle, is getting over the doubt portion of it. But this actually was really good for me because I realized that I haven't been promoting mastery at all. Like, I can't remember the last time I talked about mastery or joining MLSP, and so that's what I'm going to focus on now, is promoting mastery and really targeting the people that need help marketing online. And, you know, I think it's really easy for your focus to get shifted, and, you know, it's good to have talks like these, because I think we help draw each other back on track, you know?
Oh yeah,
So,
motivate and all that. That's why I was like, actually tonight I was like, should I do training? And I'm like, yes, you have to do training. Should I do training? I mean, I'm so tired. You know what I mean? I'm tired. I'm worn out. It's late here. I'm in Florida. It's 10 o'clock. You know, it's time. It's getting close to bed, and I've been running around like a mad lady. So I'm like, okay, you got to do training, April. You got to do training. So you just have to sometimes force yourself too, even when it's you know, feeling uncomfortable or just you're not feeling like it. And I'm like, you know, it'll just feel good. Just do it, and I have to remember. I always have to sometimes remind myself how good I feel after it's done. You know what I mean? Like, just think of the reward of how good you feel after it's done.
so do you still recommend like company reviews, or I know on Instagram you're generating leads without doing that, but basically to target companies, is your recommendation still reviews, or how would you go about doing that?
Yeah, I recommend that. It's still getting you leads, right?
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
I need to do more of them.
So you probably need to push it through some social monkey. You probably are lacking lead flow because your ranking went down because you need to push more backlinks to it all. I would actually encourage you, Malia, to go on like SEO Clerks or something and buy like a SEO package deal for like $5 or something on like some of your posts that are maybe lacking a little bit.
Okay.
And so it can kind of push you up and rank a little better. So if you have any posts that you're kind of tracking and seeing that they're coming down in rank, I have to do that too. I need to do that. I do it from time to time. It's just like, okay, when I can see the lead flows down. Right now my traffic's actually boosted up a lot, so I'm not too concerned about it. So I would, you know, get some of your old content that you've already created up on the search engines, get it where it belongs, and then yes, I would encourage you to write more content. See, the thing is like, I have over 300 pieces of content on my blog, and then I have over almost 400 videos on YouTube. So I have, like, my results, the reason why I get the results that I get is because I have that amount of content. Of course, that's not enough. I need more. You know what I mean? We'll always need more. You always need more. But I'm saying I can kind of slack off in that area. You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of it already.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good. It's not good that I slack off in that area. But a lot of what I do now is more monetizing the following that I already have.
Right.
And then, yeah, I have some reviews that I actually have written down. I have to finish one right here, and I have these sitting on my desk, and then I have one for VitaCup that I'm going to do. So I need to finish the one that I did for Brain Abundance, and then I need to do one for VitaCup. So I need to, it's in my to-do list, a mile long. You should see how many sticky notes I have. Okay. Wait, here's another one.
No, I'm surrounded by them too.
What, another one? Here's another one. And some of them I'm like, okay, I just throw them out. Also, what I'm doing too is I have some other things that I need to work on too. Like I'm going to start up my secret vault again. I have to update the content back there because some of the people that are coming into our team, well, I should say just one right now, Sean Carter, she wanted the coaching for the month, so I'm updating all of that so that will be ready to go. So there's just things that I have to do tomorrow that I got to get done. It shouldn't take me too long, but they're time-consuming things. You know what I mean? That stuff that I just kind of like, I don't want to do it because it's not fun. You know, it's not the things that I enjoy to do. So, I don't know, guys. I'm ready to wrap it up and call it a night. How about you?
I'm ready. It's been almost an hour. We're good.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
good.
thank you. I learned a lot.
No problem, Brett. You know, I'm glad to see that you're coming on to everything. That's really good. That shows that you're really serious. You took the 100-day Biz Builder Challenge, which I'm telling you, that's, I think, going to transform a lot of people's lives. I pushed it hard because here's what I know. I know that when it comes to challenging yourself, it's the only way to grow. You know what I mean? Even I did it. I'm like, I joined in the challenge because there's things that I needed to work on, like calling out. I needed to work on that. That really kind of opened my eyes to, April, you got to call your leads. You know, you need to turn on your phone numbers and call people because that's the lifeline of our business. So I decided to do that, you know. And then, of course, getting on track with content and all that stuff is good, too. You want to make sure that you're creating content. So I think out of anything, it's really focused me on some being more consistent in my business, you know, with it.
I'm trying to get Brett to get Tube Traffic Mojo. He's like such a natural at video. He's a broadcaster by trade.
Who?
Excellent. Brett. He's like excellent on video. Very well spoken. Very confident. Like he's better than me. He's like this is what he does professionally. So, not that I'm good. Anyone can be better than me, but I'm trying to get him to get Tube Traffic Mojo and challenge himself with that because I think that could be a great lead.
Oh yeah, Tube Traffic Mojo is a really good course. It's actually probably one of the best ones, I think.
It sounds like something that I probably will get just so it can kind of boost me to the next level.
Yeah, and then I think that actually the Masters Pack, and I don't know if you looked at that, but that's the best one.
Okay, I'll check
Because
that out.
here's what you get, okay? So you get all three courses. You get the Predatory SEO, you get the Tube Traffic Mojo, and you also get the Facebook marketing course, okay? All three of which you could do later or whenever, you own them. Okay, but you save, because each course is $300, that's $900, you could pick up that whole pack for $500. So you save $400, you know what I mean? It's just better than buying it separate. So I always tell people to try to do that if they can, and then, you know, if they can't. But that's like, the way I explain it to people is it's, you know, MLSP is great because you're getting your master's degree. Consider it like that, your master's degree. Okay, but then if you want to really specifically go into being like a neurosurgeon, you know, but a Tube Traffic Mojo expert or whatever, then you would buy a course, and that would be more like your PhD, you know, or even like you could consider it a PhD for MLSP, but then you have to go to 2 extra years of school to go be a neurosurgeon, you know what I mean? So you're looking at like 10 years of school instead of 8 for a PhD. So that's kind of the way I explain it to people, and that's true. I mean, they're really good courses. So if you want to really get their blueprint and you want to really make this, you know, 6-figure income like they did on YouTube, then it's really a wise investment.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I really appreciate you all coming on with me. We'll see you next Thursday. Leah is going to do the Think and Grow Rich next Thursday. You can kind of mastermind about how we're going to do that
Okay.
Maybe this week or something.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, guys, if you need me, I'll be around. Just shoot me an email or a Skype. All right, have a great night.
Thanks for the hangout.
Bye.
Bye.
Or have a good day, too.
Thanks.